Coming right up, the Bucks taking on the Pistons. The Milwaukee Bucks, the 9th place team in the East as we get deeper into the season. Now is the time for them to elevate their play and climb that ladder. Pistons, Bucks, tip-off just moments away. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Pistons. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, there's the Bucks, 3.5 back.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Cunningham is the point with Thompson on the wing. Isaiah Stewart out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Holland in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee,
here we go.
Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Harris is out there with Anthony. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
Thompson against Harris. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Pass to Stewart. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. And I look for them to assert that with their play tonight. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Stewart with no one around. Detroit, no good that time either. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And it's Turner finishing it off.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Detroit has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Anthony. 11-point game his last outing. On the wing, Giannis. Right side, Turner. Over Stewart. The shot by Turner, no good. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Hawks in Atlanta. Holland, no good. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Kuzma finds Anthony. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Kuzma. Let's go. It's a big height bounce and goes in.
Tell you what, that stroke of Harris's is poetry in motion. A smooth shooter who feels like he can knock it down from anywhere.
You know, Clark, when Kyle Kuzma is in the right role and the right situation, he can help in so many areas.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he's capable of spacing the floor. His shot has just been a tad inconsistent, so that's why he hasn't gotten to the next level yet. But I love the energy he plays with and his versatility.
That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Harris has got 5 now.
When Harris is feeling it at the arc, he can be dangerous.
Here is Cunningham. Still scoreless. Thompson outside. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Cunningham. 6 to shoot. to the wing right side. Here's Holland, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Here's Giannis, following the bucket by the Pistons. Pass to Turner, and he drops it in from the low post.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
6 on the shot clock. The screen from Thompson. Holland, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for the Bucks. Pass to Anthony. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Giannis passes to Turner. Makes it off the glass. He has 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pistons trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Bucks leading by 7. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Harris outside. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Pass to Stewart. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Anthony. Antetokounmpo dishes to Harris. The 3 from Anthony. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 9. Out to Harris. Shot clock at 6. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Here's Cunningham. 20 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Thompson outside. Harris against Giannis. And it's sent back by Turner.
Turner using every inch of his length to protect the rim. Denied.
Here's Kuzma. It's deflected. The drive by Thompson. Pass to Harris. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Here's Kuzma. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons trail by 12. Cunningham left side. Now here's Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
For Milwaukee, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And Giannis gets it to go.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Giannis has gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Thompson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
No good on that one. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Trent's checked in for Gary Harris. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Anthony.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Giannis. A 26-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Out to Harris from outside the arc. Drops in the tray.
Boy, this is something that Harris has really enhanced in his game over time. Hard work, paying dividends.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. Leading by 12. Giannis high post. Harris is there. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
The Pistons making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
One shot.
And that one misses. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least, but they feel he's a perfect addition.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated.
Set it up.
Bucks leading by 7. Now here's Porter. Still without a basket. Turner passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Turner. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Pistons.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass. He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Kuzma kicks to Trent. Back to Kuzma. And again, unable to change momentum here.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Ivy on the wing. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Miles Turner. Prince comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Jackson in for Kyle Kuzma. Then for the Pistons, Quinman's checked in. And Paul Reed subbed in for Tobias Harris. Milwaukee leading by 4. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Porter kicks to Trent. Portis a screen on Robinson. Here's Trent. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Portis against Robinson. To the inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Here's Porter. Trent outside. Pass to Prince. Jackson in the corner. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by the Pistons.
Ivy with it. 6 points for him. To the middle. Here's Quinman. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Right back after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Guard pair, Porter and Trent. Taurean Prince is out there with Portis, and it's Coffey in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Trent can't hit. Pistons trailed by 3. Over in the corner, Green. He nails it, and we're tied up. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. And finished off by Porter.
The natural scorer, Porter Jr., is superb at being able to play through contact and still finish the shot.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And, Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back to you, Kevin.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, Ivy, following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. from deep. Robinson misses. Snatched away. Here's Sasser, defended by Trent. Reed, a screen on Porter. To the paint. And the dunk by Reed.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. There's the drive.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Porter. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
He's off on the first. That's off as well, so he misses both. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. To the inside, Reed with the steal. And the layup falls. Sasser's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pistons. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Porter poked away. Reed with the steal. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself.
So explosive. Get used to seeing a lot of that from Ivy. Wow.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Trent outside. Out left to the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
12th in blocks. And in terms of three-point shooting, not really a focal point. Top 20 in the league, and I know that's something they do want to try and improve upon.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Prince. Gary Harris comes in for Kevin Porter. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. And stolen by Portis. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo using his speed in transition.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor, covering up so much ground with those long strides.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Thompson outside. Pass to Reed. Here's Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. That shot missing. Great D that time from Portis.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First one falls for him. Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer, with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
And the Bucks making a change here. Kuzma's checked in.
One of the top sharpshooters in the league, Gary Trent Jr., the guy you kind of expect to be at around 40% or better from deep.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Detroit leading by 3. And here's Ivy. He's got 8.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. And here is Harris for the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Trent. And it goes down 2 points. Trent's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the work inside that time by Trent Jr.? Just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Ivy. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Thompson, a screen on Anthony. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. Take a look at Howland, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better. Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Stewart, a screen for Ivy. The 3-ball. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Outside Portis. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. For Milwaukee, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Antetokounmpo inside. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Here's Howland, guarded by Kuzma. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Thompson. Stewart with the screen on Harris. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Stewart misses. Bucks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Now here's Giannis. And here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. And yes, it's good. Cunningham's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
Heads-up play by Harris there. Good move getting the ball and sending it up court.
Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Kuzma passes to Anthony. Inside. Giannis rips it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but Those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Harris outside. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Cunningham. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
That one misses for Kuzma.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now Anthony following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Anthony. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Now, here's Ivy. He's got 8. Stewart with the screen on Anthony. Ivy passes to Harris. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You got to know where Giannis is at all times, especially when you're around the goal.
Powers through inside. Giannis. Pistons trail by 8. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 16 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Collins kicks to Thompson. Here's Ivy.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
So it's the Pistons now, following the miss by Miles Turner. Ivy on the wing, and it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play. If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Harris. That misses off the backboard. Pistons trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 19-6 run. Anthony finds Turner. Back to Anthony. Pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Now, here's Ivy. 8 points for him. Here's Holland. Back to Ivy. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Monday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Pistons trail by 10. Thompson from long range. Giannis grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
And he's good on the second. The Pistons shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Now, Ivy, 8 points for him. Will it go? And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Gary Harris. The Pistons have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. And that one falls for Ivy. And Ivy drops them both. Harris outside. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's Milwaukee enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers. And, Coach, you guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint and making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
I always like to play other good teams. To be the best, you have to beat the best. We'll see if they accept the challenge.
Iron sharpens iron, right, Shaq?
Yes.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Bucks.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Cunningham is the point with Thompson on the wing. Holland is out there with Tobias Harris, and it's Stewart in at the 5. Basket good. Harris has got the first bucket of the third here for the Pistons.
Well, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Now here's Anthony, and it's denied. Now here's Cunningham. Here's Holland. The shot from the low post is good. Holland's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Bucks leading by 8. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Antetokounmpo inside. Harris is there. Antetokounmpo, no good. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
I really like the start here. Great aggressiveness, red hot to start this half.
Harris against Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Pistons trail by 8. Thompson outside. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Kuzma kicks to Anthony. Down low. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Here's Holland. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks leading by 10. Anthony finds Antetokounmpo. Outside Turner from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Kyle Kuzma.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Cunningham against Anthony. Cunningham up top. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. In the third spot, the Pistons.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Now, here's Cunningham. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Stewart, a screen for Thompson. 5 on the clock. Off target on the 15-footer.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Kevin, back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Kuzma can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 11. On the wing, Thompson. No good on the triple.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
And the 3 ball is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Detroit, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 21. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
The screen from Thompson. Cunningham for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 16th rebound on the night. It's stolen by Cunningham. For the finish, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, I love the move by Cunningham, coming up with a steal and then sending it up the court.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Here's Anthony. Out to Harris. Launches it. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
The Bucks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Harris a screen on Harris. Harris outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 12. Collins kicks to Cunningham. Excellent D there from Anthony.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You got to respect Cole Anthony's workmanlike approach to the game. He's out there to do his job and get results and not focused on putting on a big show.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Bobby Portis has checked in for Antetokounmpo. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for Cunningham.
Take a break. Take a break.
And the first one drops. And Anthony drops them both. Pistons trail by 14. Ivy with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Holland. Clock at 6. Thompson outside. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Harris finds Anthony. Right wing. In the corner, it's Harris. And stolen by Thompson. And here's Stewart. He has 6. Detroit, no good that time either.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Anthony dishes to Turner. Lets it go from deep. Detroit with the rebound. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
Here's Holland. 10 points for him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Reed's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Kuzma. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Pistons trail by 12. Pass to Holland. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on it, throwing it down with force.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Reed. Oh, good with the triple. Milwaukee leading by 14. Here's Harris. And a missed layup. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Reed. Back to Harris. Here's Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Ivy beyond the arc. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harris outside. Kuzma inside. Shoots over Holland. The short one's on the money. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Taking on everybody, all comers. Kuzma's very aggressive, and he's used to getting hit on the way up. Plays well through contact.
Now here is Harris. Here's Ivy. Good work defensively by Turner. Outside Portis. Pass to Anthony. On the wing, Turner takes a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Pistons trail by 16. Harris outside. Fires the 3. The shot comes out.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time some.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the stripe. He's got to put it behind him, and I know he'd like to. Immediate. You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis, he's checked in for Turner. Trent comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Anthony.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Ivy. He's got 10. Over Trent. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bucks lead by 18. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here is Cunningham. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Guard pair, Porter and Trent. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Prince with a screen on Reed. Now Portis. Prince setting a pick for Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Ivy. Giannis against Cunningham. In the corner, it's Robinson. Over Prince. And that one hits back iron. Bucks leading by 16. Now, here's Portis. Back to Porter. Pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. From deep, Prince. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound in this one. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Back to Ivy. They kick it out to Green. Here's the 3. Porter pulls it in. Pass to Portis. Got a hand on it. Ivy with it. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Prince, the pass to Porter. For 3, Portis gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now, here is Reed. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Stewart's checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Ivy. It's good.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. Porter's a screen on Ivy. Puts it up from 15. Antetokounmpo, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Stewart up top, defended by Portis. Stewart kicks to Cunningham. Back to Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Milwaukee leading by 15. Trent outside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Kuzma. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And you gotta be cognizant of where Kuzma is at all times. A really dependable shooter from the perimeter.
Now, here's Ivy. And he converts the layup. Ivy's got 4 this quarter.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Rebound by the Pistons. Ivy's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wants to get it to Reed and does.
It's like Ivy has that 6th sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, that goes in. Giannis has got 25 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pistons trail by 16, and it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Gary Harris comes in for Gary Trent. And Anthony subbed in for Kevin Porter. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And Turner with the slam.
Hey, that was an announcement dunk from Turner there. Going up with force and throwing that thing down.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Anthony against Cunningham. Holland, no good. Bucks leading by 18. Deep 2 from Anthony, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. For Detroit, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. To the inside, here's Holland, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Here's Giannis. Pass to Turner, and Kuzma has it in the corner. Wants to get it to Turner, and does. Over Stewart. The shot by Turner, no good. Pistons trail by 18. Thompson outside. Now, here's Stewart. In the corner, it's Harris. Looking to get back on track here. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer on the way. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Kuzma, that's good.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Shoots from the elbow. Cunningham's shot is off. Bucks leading by 20. And stolen by Harris. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Harris.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Bucks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Kuzma outside. On the wing, Giannis. Harris passes to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Fires from the wing. And no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Outside Anthony. Count the basket. And the Bucks lead by 20.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Harris outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
Now here's Giannis. Out to Turner. The 3. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Turner coming right back with the answer. Knocking down a 3 of his own. Get it done, big fella.
Here's Cunningham. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Cunningham's got 6 here in this quarter. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. To the paint. Here's Giannis. For three, Harris. That shot is off. Good D by Thompson.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a three to fall since. Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Now Turner, and he uses the glass on the layup. Turner's got 24 points.
Boy, games like this really show Turner is the full package. When he puts it all together, it's special.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Thompson from beyond the arc. A rebound by the Bucks. Turner's got his 16th rebound on the night. Anthony kicks to Antetokounmpo. For three, Harris trains the three-pointer.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Milwaukee leading by 23. Giannis dishes to Turner. Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the bucket by the Pistons. Pass to Anthony. Over Cunningham. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Giannis.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Kuzma outside. Over to the left wing. That's tipped and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Cunningham outside. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
No, this game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball. We knocked down shots. But most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.